Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Selena and I like to call myself your holistic guide, GAPS guru. I like to talk about all things GAPS related, food, emotions, and really just creating a healthy home and lifestyle inside and out. And today I'm going to be opening up my life, my story a little bit, and sharing about a more recent detox, very strong, very intense detox reaction, a little kind of hiccup in my GAPS journey that has left me kind of feeling weak and vulnerable, and I want to kind of share that and things that I've done in that process to help me cope with that as I'm healing from a lot of different kinds of gut issues and all sorts of brain problems. So I'm going to share my top 3 ways and the things that have been helping me the most in this hiccup, and then kind of share my story and what's going on right now. So really this is meant to be a what to do when you're going through a detox reaction, a detox spell. Really want to just help you guys with that. So Dr. Natasha talks about the detox process as a dance. So as you introduce healing foods and nutrient-dense foods, it becomes like a dance of getting to your body's point of tolerance. And so you might introduce, say, some kefir, and then you might come up with like full body rashes, and you might think, okay, I need to back up and go a little bit slower, but then you're gonna go a little bit faster eventually once those detox reactions subside. But then maybe you go a little too far and you gotta back up a little bit. That's why she calls it this dance, where you're going forward and backwards and forward and backwards, but ultimately you are progressing and you are making forward progress. It can kind of be confusing, and most people who don't understand this whole world of holistic health will think that you're not getting better, you're just getting worse, and you just think you're getting better, or it's all in your head and you're actually just still the same. And the truth is that a lot of the times our body's signs of progress come when there's actually things are getting harder before it gets better. And I've done other videos on this where I explain why things kind of get harder before they get better, but basically it's your body learning how to trust you again. It's your body feeling safe enough and strong enough to release different levels of the toxic buildup that's been there for years and years and years. And as you go on your healing journey, I mean, I've actually heard that it's actually a great sign when you can actually start to get sick, because it means your immune system is actually starting to function normally, meaning that it's not so preoccupied with chronic sickness that it can actually get sick every once in a while. And so a lot of people take these signs and symptoms as being a step back, backward progress, but I really think that we need to change our mindsets about it, because it can make the process a lot more emotionally manageable if you know that you're moving in the right direction. Okay, so my more recent detox experience, again, with these things, it's really hard to ever know what's fully going on and what's fully triggering it, but I recently went through a very strong detox reaction, and I had all the symptoms I had in the very beginning of this whole process. So I've been healing from concussions, which was migraines, dizziness, chronic fatigue, confusion, and brain fog, and all these different things. Well, during this detox reaction, you better bet that after 2 years of feeling no migraines at all, one comes back. Not even just one, but I had one for every day for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks even, which is really crazy for me because that literally never even happened to me before I got concussed. So there was a lot going on my body. I needed to rest. I was resting like way more than I was needing to even before this period. It was like a month where I literally needed like full on 3 hours extra of sleep at least each night, and sometimes more, and I would still feel tired. I was exhausted. My body was doing a lot, and some of this I could definitely attribute to some different things that were going on in my life, different stressors that were going on in my life, but there was a lot of it that felt pretty confusing, and that's usually what the detox process feels like, is it's confusing and you don't really know what caused it, but you're on some kind of healing protocol where your body just starts to trust you again. So the following things are just things that I'm learning in navigating this whole detox process, things that I think work really well, and I hope that they can help you as you're learning how to support your body. So the first thing that I will say is that I really needed to press into rest. And rest is something that's really challenging for me as a red color code personality, 3 on the Enneagram. I like to do, go. It's not my natural inclination to slow down and stop and pause and rest. This detox reaction kicked my butt. I mean, literally, I needed to rest. There was really no other option. I wasn't going to be very productive if I tried to do anything anyway. But as I was resting and as I was learning how to just let go of the to-do list and all the things and really just give my body what it needed, I was listening to a song by Carrie Job, and she is a genius. She's a literary genius, and she wrote a song called Rest. And the one line that got to me really bad during this whole time was just saying, she said, "I'm seen, I'm known, I'm loved by my Father, so I'll rest here, right here with you." For me, as a Christian, rest is something that the Bible tells us that we're supposed to eagerly pursue. And so a lot of times most Christians don't do that. They're not eagerly pursuing rest. They're usually eagerly pursuing works and perfectionism. But I really felt like this was an invitation for me to take even further of a step back, slow down even more, and really just rest and be loved, meditate on the fact that I am loved by my Father, and that all the other details can be taken care of. I will link that song below if you just want to sink in it and soak in it and let it just meditate over you. But it's really good, and I hope that it blesses you. I just encourage you, take a minute and lie down on the couch and just let it wash over you, because it was doing really good things for my heart. So the next thing that is really important in the whole detox process is to pause on increasing the stimulating foods, but don't stop your healing diet. And so I'll explain kind of what that means. Dr. Natasha will say, especially on the introduction diet, when people experience the most die-off and detox reactions, she tells people, if you introduce something and you get a reaction, to cut back a little bit, but don't cut it out completely, and find that therapeutic dose where you're not being triggered into such extreme detox reactions, but you are also feeling something, because that does mean there's forward progress, and then just to hold it there until that subsides and then slowly increase. And this is the part where she calls it a dance, because you're really not supposed to stop these healing foods just because they're causing some kind of reaction. The reaction is not a bad thing. That just means you're moving in the right direction. And a lot of times it means that your gut is being introduced to different kinds of microbes that it's not very strong in yet. I'm not somebody that says to cut out a food because you're allergic to it. I honestly think that if you are having a reaction to a food that is healthy and nourishing, that most likely just means that your body's not ready for it yet, and I would just recommend cutting back and then moving forward slowly. So for me during this time, it's meant increasing those really healing foods like liver, like meat stock, and like kefir. Kefir can be kind of strong. It can sometimes incite a lot of detox reactions for me, but I've been doing some chelation, and I think it has something to do with that. And so what I'm doing for my body the most is actually upping the stock that helps my body just to heal and seal my gut, and the liver to just support with all the beneficial nutrients that I need to fight the fight that my body's going through. There's a lot that's going on, and your body needs the strength of those nutrients. So I was literally taking a hand-sized amount of liver, some kind of liver, chicken liver or beef liver. And before I was taking about a half of my hand size, swallowing it raw. I'll link the video where I show you how to do that. But now I'm taking a hand because it just is my body telling me that I need more support and I want to listen to it. My third thing that I will say when you're in the detox process is that if you haven't already introduced to Detox Support, that I would say get on that yesterday. because detox support is so important to this healing journey. You cannot just introduce tons of nourishing, nutrient-dense foods, heavy metal detox stuff, and then never give your body a way to actually process all the toxins that it's trying to get rid of. You need to do detox support. It's super important. And if you aren't already doing enemas, I'm just telling you right now, enemas. That's the first thing I tell people. I know it's a weird thing. It's a very culturally weird thing, and I will let out a video soon on how I do enemas and my whole process. But if you're interested right now, go and check out my Instagram highlight on enemas. I walk you through the whole process and how I do it, how I even clean the kit. It's very, very detailed. Find me on Instagram. I'm the Holistic Guide, and you can find all the details on that. But enemas, they are the best. They just literally are, you guys. Don't neglect them. Don't think that they're weird. The research is very, very clear that they're one of the most helpful ways to detox your body, and it really just helps get rid of all that compacted fecal matter that might be up there that might be actually causing some of your symptoms. So if you're not ready for coffee, which I love coffee enemas, but at least just start with the water enema. It's a really good way to support your body while you're detoxing. So again, I mean, I don't think this is the time to try like new, extremely strong things. If you're going through a strong detox reaction, if you're feeling weaker in this process, this isn't the time to like, you know, start doing some of the more extreme things unless it's an enema. Because enemas just will always, they're really, really good. So, and the fourth thing for me has been just having a positive mindset in this whole process. I feel like positive mindsets can often be, you know, coined as like this really weird, you know, speak it out and declare it that life is good even when it's not. And that's not really what I'm talking about, but really having a mindset like this is actually my body doing what it needs to be doing right now. So even though it's uncomfortable for me, it's actually, my body is strong and capable, and it's doing the work that needs to be done. And I think if you can have that mindset, it can help you not feel like a victim in your own story. It can help you not feel like a victim to your chronic sickness. And I know that that can be a really big struggle for a lot of people when they're trying to heal, is their belief systems and their mentalities around sickness and all the nervous system craziness that they have towards the idea of healing. It can be a very real process for people, and I think positivity is really usually understated in this world. I think it's very, very important to be real and be where you're at and honest, but I also think how you speak about your process and how you think about the detox process is really gonna dictate how you feel about your whole experience and about your life, even as you're might be having anxiety or spiked depression because of detox reactions. I think your mentality around this is so, so important. So again, I'm not suppressing emotions. We're not doing that here. Like, express them and feel them and let them out. But also, I think it's really healthy to land in a place of, I'm gonna be okay. My body is doing the best that it knows how, and I'm going to support and love it. This is not the end of the story. This is part of the process, and this is a good thing that my body is learning how to detox. Remembering that your body is strong enough that this is a temporary thing. I think it can feel so overwhelming, like, is this gonna be forever, when it's been a month of a detox reaction that, maybe more than a month, maybe many months of a detox reaction that feels so overwhelming for your body. I do recommend seeing a practitioner if things persist and you can't seem to kind of get a handle on living your life, not normally, but being able to function. Seeing a GAPS practitioner would be a really good idea. They can help walk you through that detox reaction and give you some ideas of how you can support your body in a way that's unique for your situation. So don't discount that as well. But that's gonna be it for this video. If you got anything valuable out of it, please like and subscribe. I make new videos like this very regularly right now, and it is my passion to walk alongside people as they heal and grow. It inspires me and hopefully brings encouragement to you. Thanks for watching.